gonna be that way, huh? Alright, how you doing? It's Casket. Who'd you think it was? We're running a tutorial. It's Monday. I wasn't feeling good a couple hours ago. And then I was feeling better. So I said, I better stream now. Normally I would stream at 7. But we're going to do some building. And then maybe stream at 7 after I have dinner. But this is going to run 2 hours. I'm trying to get the clock started. Clock is started. 7 to 8. I'm only giving myself an hour there. All these Valheim playthroughs that I'm doing, I've decided I'm cranking the resources up. I have installed the drop more loot mod. Boom. 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 And I'm leaving the Valheim world modifiers at normal. I think this should give me 5. I don't know, let's go pick a plant. Plants are normally just 1, unless it gets a little bonus thing. Alright. We are working around the old homestead today. Looks like we're growing carrots. We got 5. Alright. Do I need to pick them carrots right now? I'm not sure. I must go into my pantry to see. This is the next thing. I was gonna put food storage here, but then I decided maybe I had enough, and then I threw that in there. It's like furthest from food storage. I mean, I don't really need to pick them right now. I'm not sure what the situation is with the boars, except these ones are all going to go away. And then I was thinking about that. These all 2 stars. I think they've all been... That's a lot of 2 stars, man. Yep. Obviously, I've been feeding them. Looks like we're processing stuff. Not sure what. We got here 3. 3 times would be 68. What? 75? Why am I thinking that? Are they 25 piece? They are, yeah. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking 60. Oh, 60 is what I need to take over to the coal, and I need to take over to the smelters when I'm done with this. Nice guy, huh? Okay, we're processing copper. Need to probably get more iron. Probably always need more iron. Did we kill the bone mass? I don't know. Am I carrying a... I'm not carrying a wishbone. What's that? Oh, yeah. I mean, I see a key, I see a headlamp. Let's kill the wraith. I don't know. Did I kill the bone mass? I'm a little confused. Got too much shit going on. I have just killed the bone mass. Just, I don't know where. Okay, the bone mass is right over there. This thing's here. Now, I don't think I killed the bone mass here, and the reason I say this is because... I don't remember fighting around that thing. Right? Let's check. I may have put it in my personal boxes. Wait a minute. I kill the bone mass, I get the flying attacks. I was working on the boar farm last. Okay. So, we probably haven't killed the bone mass because we have just finished that. I don't know, actually. Let's go over there and look. I don't know if I finished it or not. Sorry, people. Just the old memory not working for me today. Yeah, I was deciding if I wanted to put a roof over one of the pig farms here. Did I get this all done? Well, there's a roof over the pig farm. There'll be stone walls. Hey guys, you breathing good? Should have brought you some carrots, but you guys got carrots here, don't you? They won't really be eating them unless you're around, so I have to come over here periodically anyway. Okay, yeah, I got the wall done. So, the pig farm is done for all practical purposes. Looks like I need to get over here and plant some crops. Got some seeds here. So, I might bring some seeds over. Meaning, I'm going to do that right now. If I can just grow the carrots here, that's fine. As far as rebuilding that, to make a dock there, I don't know if I'm even going to do that. Oh, we got some onion seeds. And we get some turnip seeds. And lots of carrot seeds. So even if, like, and they may, if the drakes blow up these barrels, the seeds don't get destroyed. Even on hard level, nothing from containers that get blown up get destroyed. Even on hardcore level, which is above hard level. Hardcore is just like you, your body. Alright. So, As far as I'm concerned, boar farm is done except for me coming by so they can breed up there. I don't believe I need pork for anything. Grok said he was going to cook me Valheim recipe of roasted boar, and I don't even remember. Oh, serpent stew. Yeah, I said as if I could afford meat, Grok. Come on now. This is not what I'm looking for. Why would I come in here? I wanted to look for something. Oh, yes, I remember. Oh yeah, we got overflow on boar meat already. I'm eating sausages. I am eating sausages. Let's load up on sausage bait. That's what I really don't have, is a place for my meals here. I'm thinking about this then. Okay, I'm loaded up. 5 and 5, 5 and 5. Let's see about this swamp key. No, wishbone. Oh yeah, the old trinkets here. I got another swamp key. Not that you really need it on normal level, or actually any level. It's only that Balrog thing that's eating my swamp keys. The Balrog Amazing Nature will use up your swamp key. Looking good, guys. We got no iron? Oh. That's it. The iron. And a place for this armor too, which I consider the same level as iron. I think it's got a couple less armor points, but it may actually be more useful, because the chest piece, the harness. Let's see how much iron we got left. That's what we need to be working on, iron. That's not good. Okay, so weapons wise, we look like we did a pretty good job on that. Oh, we even got the iron headgear. Why don't I have a sword? Did I throw a sword in a box? Did I not make one? Probably because I'm going to be killing bone mass. So, did I make a port in the bone mass thing? One thing we need to work on here is hanging weapons on walls for easy access. Probably out here. I will put the armory like that, because this is kind of taken up. I was thinking I needed to do this wall. Yes. Before I start on this, I see there's a little wood missing here, kind of the door missing, although I'm thinking about putting a porch or something on there. Hey, we got wood. Got wood? You can get Viagra if you don't. Right? Right? Am I right? No? Too early? Not allowed to talk about Big Pharma? That was my design hum. It wasn't really a hum. It was more of a sigh than a hum. My design sigh. I'm like, how am I gonna do this? I think I'm just gonna put a single door here. Why am I gonna need to bring a cart through here? I'm not going to need to bring a cart through here. I'm not gonna do anything in there that needs cart stuff. Me unloading massive amounts of stuff. This is my damn bedroom, kinda. My personal quarters. Oh, that was a swing and a miss. Come back here. Well, it ain't gonna be like that. Here we do a little bit of this. Add a little bit of this. And I want some of this. Oh, we're looking good. Oh, yeah, this place looks good. What I don't like, however, is this little gap we got in here. So we're gonna run these up. Probably gonna have to do it on the other side too. I was looking to see if there was a reason for me to put the door one way or another. I don't know. I don't really have anything there. What else do we need here? Bedroom door. Ah, yes. I knew something was wrong here. Just wrong door. Oh, yeah. It'd be like this, huh? Can I get you in there? How am I gonna get you in there? How'd I do the other side? Ah, I see. Well, I don't need that piece. Does it matter? No, it only matters to me. Looks good. I have did it. Or something untoward happens, and I'm caught unprepared. So what I don't have here, this is better than it was. I guess this will work. Wait, do we have an upgrade? Do not have silver. Pretty sure next upgrade's silver. What is this? Oh, if I had some black metal, I could do the pots and pans. Have I brought some back? Because, you know, I always get weird shit. See? Shabbat. Oh, we got 5. What is it? What is it now? 5, 5, and 5. We got that. We gonna upgrade this beastie. Hey, good for you. Aha! Okay. What's the problem? Find wood? Find wood. Alright, where can we put this? It's an upgrade for the cauldron, so it's got to be fairly close to the cauldron, although they seem to have changed that a little bit and made it less of a pain in the ass. I mean, it's going to look like shit there. How tall do I think I am? Can I put it on this wall? Hey, it looks like it might go here. Level 2. Because I don't have the butcher block. I have nothing else. Wait, level 2 would be spice rack. But maybe that's not close enough. Level 2. Yeah, see what I was saying about moving this stuff. Probably make stone on this side of this. Okay, let's move this shit. I need some stone. Hello. Fuck you. I don't really need that much, do I? Got a stone cutter close enough, though? I would say no. The answer is no. Yeah, I know. I realized this. Give me that stone. I'm coming! I'm coming! No, I'm just breathing hard. Oh, bad one. Should I do this like that? It's gonna be an asshole. Is that gonna catch fire? Oh, ice cream and wolf skewers. Track the jerky. Nobody cares about the jerky. Alright, we're gonna have better food before we kill bone mouse. Except for the whole killing wolves thing. Oh, I'll have some wolf meat. Okay. So I have onions. What else is needed for wolf skewers? Mushrooms, I think. Hey, We gonna have wolf skewers and ice cream. How much? One freeze gland for each ice cream. How many freeze glands does I have? Where would I put them if I put them in here? I don't see any freeze glands. Who's got Kenchill's blood bags? No freeze glands for you. Ah, never mind. We have 39. Okay, so we're gonna make a stack for the battle. I mean onions. Give me some red mushrooms. Look at my go. Some wolf meat. We'll go ahead and make 20. Just make 20 wolf skewers. Rips. Well, you know we got those. Dripping with taste, baby. Dripping with taste. We're getting the extra on the wolf skewers. Well, now I just want to stack 20. Okay, I gotta put my table back down. Well, I got this over here. You got anything new on it? No, I gotta go fishing still. I like to have a place to sit in the kitchen. Maybe I'll put a wall right here. I can hang a serpent's head on the inside of the wall facing my throne. Well, I'll just have to go collect the serpent's head if I don't have one already. Right? Should I? I can pop my table here, sit here. Alright, let's do this thing. It'll be fine, he said. Huh. Wonder if this will fit right in there. That was easy. Maybe I'm carrying too much stuff still. Okay. Let's throw one of these in here. Next time I look in there, I won't have to say that bad word. Right? I know how these things work. On my table. There you go. It's my table. I'll put it how I want it. A little more room to run through here, you know what I'm saying? Portals. I'll be coming from that way. 99% of the time. Get your head out the wall. Or any other orifice you're trying to put it in. Remove the head from the orifice. Alright. I'm happy with it. Now I can put my calendar and my pictures of, damn. Alfred? What the fuck is his name? Ulf. Yeah, my pictures of Ulf. And didn't know I was hanging out with Ulf, did you? Yeah. He's not too bright, but he's a good man. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Alright. Probably put a mug on there. I did want to check about comfort items and why I got weird inconsistencies. So I got a comfort 9 right here. Okay, I know that thing is out there. I can't actually build those right now because that's like a summer thing, right? The maypole is what it's called. No, I cannot build it unless it's like under furniture. So I know a bed gives comfort. It's always hide the bed in the rafter thing. Let's give me another comfort. I think I got 13 in there by my little throne room. If the memory is serving right. Let's go check. I got 9 out here and I don't like that. I want it more. 13. So banners. Well, just one counts. I may need some. Finish this up. Oh, it's hot. Maybe I'll put 2 banners up. Why are my piggies making noises that they shouldn't be making? Where is he? Where is he? Dude's triggered. See? Dude's triggered. Huh. Not seeing no bad guys. What the heck is happening there? Okay. Got 10. 9. What do you mean 9? Is this some banners? Oh, there's a banner here and there. Back where I had blueberries. Rolled banners. I don't see any reason to tear them down until I need to. For something else to go there. Well, I guess the banners were in range of that chair, so that didn't help us none. But I have this thing. Well, this way. Make us a little mug to throw there. I think that counts for 1. What do you need? 5 pine wood, 2 resin. Two resin? Literally just said it out loud a second ago and I can't remember. Okay. Nine. Huh. I'm going to Google, baby. Why is my Chrome not set to Google? It's the only one of my browsers that should be set to Google. Valheim. Comfort items. Fandom wiki. That's the right one. Give me the list, baby. Fire, rug, table. Got that. Chair. Bed. Banner. Hot tub, blobber, armor stand. Maypole, U3. Lava lantern. Hot tub. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I guess Why did I say max comfort level? What is that about? Oh, if you're in the biome, you could get a max comfort level of 5 if you didn't go into any biome because you can get the deer rug, the bed, and the campfire. I get it. They kind of need a roof too. Shelter. Okay, so yeah, it's a lot less shit than I thought it was. Oh, like some chairs. Not close enough to the stone throne. I could always move the stone throne down this side of the room, except I moved them fires just so I had extra space. Because the comfort is 3 on the throne. The chair is actually 2 that I'm sitting on. So is the darkwood chair, which seems kind of weird to me. And the barber station is 2. I could move that out here. Oh, I'm trying to... It's not a lot of fracking room. Oh, then I'm probably going to want one in here too, though. It's 2 comfort. Really, that's probably why my bed is less. So I should move it where the iron armor stand is going to go. Good enough. I don't care that much. Yeah, it's 13 and... Oh, so you went to 12. What is it? The banner's too far away? You know, there's still some banners up. The table's too far away? Something that's 1. What is 1? Bench, sitting log, stool. Table is 1. Give me that. See that? This thing doesn't give any fucking comfort. Should be closer to the bed than it is the throne, this thing. This is why I always get confused with this shit, because it seems fucking inconsistent. I mean, okay, I moved the table closer. Is that armor stand not close enough? You know what? I will put an armor stand in my bedroom. Yeah. But the armor stand was closer before, but I moved the bed. Still fucking 12. Alright, let's go through the list again. We have fire. The hearth is 2. Fires do not stack. While in shelter near a fireplace, 2. A rug is 1. Did I pause the game? Okay. Table is 1. Black marble table is 1. The round table is 2. The long heavy table is 2. Well, I don't have none of that shit. Chairs do not stack. The throne should be 3. And if we didn't have it, we wouldn't have 12. So this throne is in range. The bed. The dragon bed is 2. They do not stack with each other. The banners do not stack. Banner is 1. That's the only thing I reckon it could be. Like the banner's not close enough. That's it. That was the list. I mean, stuff that I don't have. This should be fucking close enough. I'm gonna go put another banner and then get it in my bedroom. I have to put that thing back on the table. I'm gonna probably move the table back the other side. I gotta get this damn dye on my hands again. Hope that's close enough. 12. 12. 13. 12. 13. The fucking... The fire was too far away. I wouldn't be able to sleep in that bed. The other fires are way over there. No, just fuck me. I have no idea. It makes no sense. Obviously, I'm missing something fucking glaringly. That's the word I was looking for. Obvious, but I don't know what it is. Alright, well, as far as I'm concerned, sleeping quarters are done. As far as this goes, I'm not really going to get it any higher without having a throne closer, which would involve me moving all this shit that way and putting my throne over there. I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't want to do that because I already did it. I moved it the other way so I could put the throne on the other side. Now I actually have the wall here, though. I might just move it there and see how bad it is, but I kind of wanted a table in front of it so I could lay some foods on the table. Comfort 10. I'm fucking confused. Stone Throne, 3 comfort. Somebody's wrong somewhere. Comfort 9. The Stone Throne apparently gave me a comfort of well, it's gonna be like that. Just a little bit over the other way. Well, you're gonna be like that. It's me, it's the operator. All the lines are crooked. I don't know what to do. I don't know why. It seems inconsistent. Why, if I move the throne over there, don't I get 3 more? Or 2 more? But I get 1 more. Actually, okay, I know why. That chair is actually 2. The chair I have at the table is 2 comfort. Yeah, okay. So 2, just take away the 2, and then you add 3, and then you get a total increase of 1. Alright, well that one makes sense to me, but the other, why am I 1 short on that? I don't know. I'm not going to sweat it too much. And as far as increasing the comfort over here, I'll get a rug in here or something, but I don't really plan on sitting there a lot. I usually like to sit here before I, well, if I came in an 8 or something like that, I'm probably not going to run to the bedroom because a raid went off or something and I hadn't eaten, kind of like right now. Then I would go like this, let's say, ha-ha, get the health up. So actually the health going up really doesn't make that big a difference for what I use this for. I mean, the comfort level doesn't make that big a difference. My health should be jacking up though. Alright, I think we're done. I have to figure out where I was getting iron from. I'll probably sit down and do that. Look at my notes. First, iron armor, fishing. I still gotta do that portal. Put wards on wall and throughout the longhouse. Okay, yeah. I need to do that too. Where was I getting the iron from? There's a crypt here. I remember this. We went out here to this crypt. We got this. Is there iron on there? Why is there no name on that crypt? Huh. not to be confused with bone mass. Oh, that other one isn't cryptex. Okay. Was there more crypts around here? Oh, something over there. Let's take a walk. Nice little late morning walk through the swamp. No, it's just a Draugr rune. What if there's anything over there? If I go this way, I should be exiting the swamp. Hey man, come give me your entrails. Why are you gonna be like that, man? That's totally unnecessary. How about you? You donating? Who's your daddy? Or mama? Who's your mama? A pig. There's a boar over there. I don't see any crypts in that part of the swamp. So, did I get in that crypt? Hey, there's a little mountain back here. Give me the mushrooms. Hidden mountain. Or rune. Just let them disperse here. Look at the little tower. Ooh, I got some arrows. I am set. Shortcut. Hopefully. I hear nobody. I hear no wolves. I hear no drakes. It's actually bigger than I thought it was. Still hear nobody. Ooh, Draugr camp. Where'd that going there? Oh, it's in a building. I thought it was a spawn outside the building. That would have been new. Give me your stuff. Whee! Well, I think the swamp might be... Holy shit! You're a biggin'. What's up with you, man? Squishy. You're squishy. Looks like the swamp mostly in the water. Ain't gonna be no crypts here. Airborne next though. I saw that guy drop in. I'm already carrying neck and I have to mark that circle on my map because that's how I roll. Don't want no boar though. I'm carrying enough stuff. Let us be certain of what we've got here. Well, we came for crypts. Well, there ain't no crypts, I don't really care. Not gonna come out here and get Guck. Or kill Draugr, although I might kill Draugr now if they wanna, if they feel froggy, you know. We'll discuss the matter. They're not gonna come at me though. These guys might. Wow. The leeches are killing the poor necks. Leave them necks alone. Haha, I was ready for your poison. I'm gonna be using these more. Huh. Well, I could see the fire where I parked the boat before. Did I take that boat home? Oh, well, them assholes. There's no grips here, though. Don't know why I didn't mark that. Let's see where that fire is. Huh. Must have been on that little island. Could have just been a temporary fire I threw down for a moment. I don't see it anymore. Who's a pretty deer? Just see that Babby movie. I'm like, oh, come on. What the fuck is wrong with Hollywood nowadays? Violent Night, Bambi. What was that called? I don't know. It's a Bambi movie. Dude, you're just gonna get dead. Just stay away from me. I'm looking for my fire. Have you seen my fire? Was it over here? No? Huh. Well, I saw a fire in the distance. They go out when you get close to them if they're out of fuel. You can see them for a minute. But for the life of me, I do not see it. Well, we determined what we wanted to determine. That little swamp has no grips. And we've only got that one over here at Tripdex. So I do not know if I've actually... Damn, I'm not going to have to carry boar shit. No, not if I run fast enough. Run, girl, run. I know I didn't feed you. Bully. Why are you going to do that? I was running away from you. Is this the same damn mountain? Guess it is. I wanted that guy to follow me all the way home. You know, he wouldn't. But I mean, you don't want him to. Shit, more boar. He's like right on my 6. Away. Well, now you're gonna die. See what you did? Now you're gonna die, cause you chased me in the swamp. Shit. That was rude. Oh, there's a big neck there. The boar decided discretion was the better part of valor and rouse out. Got the frack out of Dodge. He ran away. Come on up here, man. Shoot some greedy shit at me? What's up, guys? I'm coming, I'm getting closer. I think that's fucked up. Come on. Oh, where'd they get 5K? Ooh, there's a oozer over there. Oh, it's a circling thing. Let's go by the circling thing. Should I go kill the oozer though? I get all kinds of crap from him. Poison resist got 26 seconds. Can I kill him in 26 seconds? Asshole. Holy shit. Okay, that happened. We got some ooze. Yeah, we did. A little bit. I mean, I could use some certain cores. Did he just fucking shoot around the corner? Sure looked like he shot around the corner to me. Seems a little wrong. Hi, Earth Mom. Yeah, this is it. There ain't hardly shit in this swamp. Just that one portal. Look at this guy. Wants to shoot at me. Couldn't get over the tree, huh? I was wondering what happened to you. I am wearing shit that's susceptible to fire damage, so I should be careful. Well, that's not what I wanted. I want those. Then I'll worry about yeah. Then I'll worry about the coal. Well, kind of full here. And a whole hell of a lot I can do about it besides drop this. Is that all coal, huh? Oh, I'm at a weight limit. Hey, you. Yeah, I'll run through the portal, come back, and get this stuff. Huh, it's right there. I know it's over here somewhere. Oh yeah, we already got the iron out of this one. I'm gonna dump this stuff in here temporarily. I got about 100 weight I can get, so let's get this shit. What the hell? Oh yeah, cause I threw it there. Oh, good. Okay, I got 10 of these. Well, why you gonna be like that? Oh. He's all full in here. Well, base game ain't really used for most of this shit. These ones, don't delete these. They're used for something. I think Froster. Not really sure. No, we should have a shit ton of those. 40, 60. Alright. So what else have we got to put away? Some of these. Because they're highlighted, they will not go in there. Try that again. That's better. They were my active arrows. Feathers, chain, rock, wood, resin. Maybe it's my first. Oh, it's right there in front of me. Maybe that's my first chain. I was about to say. You know. Yeah, these aren't dynamic stacks. All right. Bones, resin, feathers, circlings. Uh-oh. Hey, I like that though. Okay. Food. It's all food. Oh, good. Got some red mushrooms. And you guys, the 4 from the swamp. The 4 swamp guys. Oh, only 3 of them. A little bit of neck. 40 neck. Wow. Well, I got to think, uh-oh, got 8 of these left. Now, explain to me why that didn't go in that. Oh, because it was a new box. I put the 10 in, and then I didn't e-key anything on there. Alright, I understand. Wow. So we got 18 of those, or did we get 20? I'm not sure how many went into the first box, if any. Let's heal. I mean, let's go get that iron, get that portal out of there. That's all done. There was like, oh fracking no, it's a long ship mission, I'm pretty sure. That's wrong orifice. Yeah, that's a long ship mission. You only got 4 slots in the card, right? Alright, first, before we do that, I'm gonna get some coffee. I found out that the coffee I drink, which is from a big box store, one of the most popular brands in the country, is full of all kinds of fillers and shit that you probably shouldn't be putting in your body. Kinda upset about it, because now I gotta find some. Turns out coffee starts with an F. Popular national brand also has problems. What visits these damn private equity firms? And one that starts with a Y also has problems. That one really has problems. Well, the F one, that's a pretty serious problem. Okay, I'll be back. People think I'm against capitalism. Well, see, here comes to definitions. Yes, I am against capitalism. No, I am not against free market. Oh, what's the difference? Well, there's a difference. Capitalism isn't a free market. Okay. Pretty much, capitalism is ownership of the means of production by a few. Okay, now if 85% of all the stocks in the Fortune 500 company are owned by the 0.01%, percents on the end there, so that's like 0.0001 of the people in the world, well then I would say the means of production is owned by a few people. And I'm against that. Okay, what do I mean by means of production? Hey, well, if you create a small business, we can do that. We have a free market. Free market! Okay, so far. Except we have to pay the government to create a business, but that's a whole other thing. It's not technically all free. It's a regulated free market. It's kind of regulated against small businesses too, because big businesses have the money to make the regulations against small businesses, but it's a whole other thing too. I'm just saying, free market is I can create a business. I can sell my labor. I can sell my time. I can make a product and sell that. That's a free market. Okay? And I actually own the means of production. Okay? See? Now, if I create, let's say, a small company, a small corporation, I actually have a C corporation. Okay? And then I let some rich guy from a private equity firm buy 51% of the shares of the corporation. Then basically he can tell me what to do. Okay, he can elect a board of directors. The board of directors will hire the officers, and pretty much it's not my company anymore. And he owns the means of production. Well, the private equity firm does. Whatever. See? That's capitalism, baby. So I'm more like worker co-ops would be a great thing. There's a company in France that's worker co-op. But see, what happens is, here's the problem with capitalism in corporations. First of all, for some reason the government forgets that they license corporations. Okay. Because they could solve the problem, the government, because they license corporations. They could set rules for corporations because they create and license corporations. They create and license corporations. Corporations exist because the government lets them exist. Okay? I gotta get food. So, the government's, oh, well, what can we do about it? Yeah, well, you license corporations. Now, corporations in America, okay, we won't even start where corporations began, which would be the East India Company. We won't start with that mess. We'll just start with America. The first corporations in America were, first of all, time limited and had very strict rules. Time limited, what do you mean? Well, they were made for specific purposes. This corporation going to build this bridge, and the corporation would be dissolved after a certain amount of time. They weren't infinite corporations like we have now. Of course, over time, people with the money get the laws changed, and there you go. Because Prince's study shows that it really doesn't matter what the American people want. Like 90-some% of the time, the rich donors get what they want. So let's call it oligarchy. Yes, you get to vote. Of course, your choices are pretty limited, but So, what are you gonna do? Well, what you gonna do? Get another party? That's crazy talk. You can't have more than one party. We want 50 boxes of cereal types, but two parties? That's almost too many. 2 parties is almost too many. Oh, what would we do with more political parties? Why should people have choices? People need to toe the party line. Toe the party line, I say. Even if that party line doesn't agree with you. I think political parties should be illegal. Just for that reason I just said. Okay. Frankly, we don't need political parties, you know. Vote for a candidate based on how you feel about them. Certainly, it's convenient. You got your red flavor and you got your... not far enough. You got your blue flavor and you don't have to worry about the green jelly beans. Right? You like, what do you call it? Who was that? There was somebody. Some rock star or something like that. They get these things when they're going on tour and shit like that. I don't remember what they call the contract, but it's a contract, basically. What are you doing, man? Step away from the boat. Somebody wanted a jar of jelly beans in there. That was not the one. That's not the one. Who the fuck is this place? There it is. I guess. Shit. 6 of one, half dozen the other. It's so far away. I think we'll go this way. I've changed my mind. Well, we ain't got no wind. We got nothing. We do have a passage over here. The brute passage. So we'll go this way. What was I saying? Yeah, so why was I talking about contracts like that? Oh yeah, I was talking about corporations. You know, corporations created for specific purposes and all that. Well, now what you've got is a corporation that basically has 2 purposes, okay? Is the one that they always talk about is to make profit for the shareholders, you know. And that's all they really talk about, but there's also the limited liability purpose of the corporation. So basically the owners aren't held accountable. Who are the owners? The shareholders. Okay. Now, there's a place for that, limited liability. But I think most corporations shouldn't have that. Okay. If a private equity firm could, first of all, tell a corporation, hey, you know, you got a nice Y coffee here. It starts with a Y. People are really liking it. It's 100% Colombian coffee and all that. But you know what? We want to make more money. You need to put some shit in there. Okay, you need to put some filler in there. You need to put like 50% filler in there to cut the costs of the coffee so that we can make some money. And if some of that shit happens to cause like cancer and shit like that, well, I think somebody should be held accountable, especially if it's the person who told them to do it, you know? You know, the shareholders who said, well, this is the board of directors we want to put in. These are the officers we want through the board of directors. Well, see? Because they own a majority of the company, they're the ones who make those decisions, so they should be held accountable. Okay? And especially when it's something like that. I mean, we're talking about food here. Okay? Coffee's like my number one food. Okay. So what do you do about it? Just not have corporations, right? Let's say a food corporation, or there are corporations that don't put things in the human body, you know. But even then, the corporation itself is liable. But what they've got to shield between the money, you know, the people invested money in the corporation, and the liability. But really, I mean, how many CEOs you see go to jail for, you know, saving some money, a few cents, and, you know, then their cars have, you know, 500 car accidents and they try to cover it up and all that. How many people go to jail for that? Nobody goes to jail. No, they get a little fine, and the fine is always less than the profit that they made, the net profit that they made. So that's not even that's a cost of doing business is what that is. That's not even a penalty. That's a cost of doing business, and 90% of the time, they always get the, well, we don't have to admit any wrongdoing rider on there. And then the Justice Department's like, yeah, we got this. Okay. This is good. This is right. No, it's not. It's not good or right. We have a troll problem. And my brute passage. He's a big brute. He seems excited too. Well, I don't want him beating on my boat, but it's just Frank, so like, clear the passage out, and I still gotta stop. I cleared the passage out so I get boats in here nicely. Hey Frank, what's up? Why don't I have a sword? I gotta get a sword. What's he upset about? Have they changed the troll's behavior? Call that an attack? Oh, that was an attack. Good job, good job. Ooh, watch him, Dad, son. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt real bad. Little CBT in the morning. Oh, it's afternoon. Little afternoon CBT with Frank. Wow, okay. I'm not gonna need all those. Yeah. Well, we turn the resources up, we turn it up for everything. Probably late enough I could sleep here, but so then, yeah, there's that passage down here. That was sucked. Made no difference getting rid of the kings. Made no difference getting rid of the lords. because the money is all held to start with by a few people who are the ones who invested in the Industrial Revolution and then the Technological Revolution. And in the end, the little guy, yeah, he can 1 in a million chance of coming up with something, but even then, if you're working for somebody, you can't count the number of stories I've read of people who invented something that made lots of bucks and they got shit, you know. We just accept that as, well, that's normal. Okay, whatever, it's normal. That people shouldn't get the rewards for their creativity. Because that's what you're saying. Oh, we kind of want to go more the other way. I think I'll probably go through here. So I'm not against free enterprise. I am against a bunch of guys who don't give a shit if they poison you. I don't give a shit because they have limited liability, meaning zero liability. Okay, because if you ever heard somebody who owned majority shares in a company go to jail, for something the company did? Now, maybe Enron. Maybe the savings and loan thing. But not for, like, let's say Dow Chemicals or, Monsanto. Then they do other shit, like Johnson & Johnson sold off the Tylenol thing to another company. Well, they created a new company, is what they did. So Johnson & Johnson owns the new company, but so that gives them the shield of liability when they get sued, because they knew they were going to get sued. How did they know they were going to get sued? They knew. I thought everybody knew about acetaminophen. See, I sound like Trump. Acetaminophen, right? Tylenol. Not good for you. Okay, as far as causing autism, well, there are studies that say that. So, studies that, by the way, were repressed. Just like truth is repressed all the time. Well, that's not the only cause. The adjuvants and vaccines going across the blood-brain barrier, especially the mercury, well, they took out one type of mercury. There's other types that doesn't do that. It's fucking mercury. Okay? It's a fucking ion of mercury. Or what do they call it? Is ion the right word? It's still the element mercury. It's a heavy metal that's bad for you. The other one's like, wow, wait, this one isn't showing up. You know why it didn't show up? It went across the blood-brain barrier. They're drawing blood out of the arm. The same with aluminum, which is used to cause an immunological reaction, and they're also spraying aluminum into the atmosphere too. Okay, aluminum is not in its natural state. It's not free. It is very bad for humans. Okay, little particles of it aren't in nature. Is what I'm saying. Okay? You have to get it out of bauxite. By the way, a byproduct of doing that is called fluoride. And Alcoa, an aluminum company, the Aluminum Company of America, after World War II, they found out Germans were putting fluoride in their water. So they hired a whole bunch of people, dentists, the American Dental Association, and all that, to do some studies, and I just air quoted that, saying that having fluoride in the water would help tooth decay. But fluoride is a neurotoxin, and we've known it's a neurotoxin for a long time. It affects the functioning of the brain. That's what a neurotoxin is. It's not good for you. Why did the Germans put it in their water? Because it makes populations passive. I said Germans, but you know who I'm talking about. The Germans we fought in World War II. Look like a Great Dane. All the corporations. That supported the Nazis in World War II. Most of them still exist. Did they do bad things? Well, they used slave labor. They, made pretty terrible weapons. They made weapons that were never really used as weapons, but as methods of execution. Oh, I kind of feel like only following orders should have been applied to them too. That's what I'm saying. You see, we have a problem with the definition of the word fascism because everybody seems to have a different one. Well, I kind of stopped using the word. But one definition that existed was Mussolini's, who said fascism should more accurately be called corporatism because it's the marriage of the corporations and the state. Of course, the German fascism was a little different than the Italian fascism. You could say that Germany had a mixed economy. Why it gonna be like that? Let me go. Oh, the sandbar too. Some corporations were state-owned and some were not state-owned. Pretty much all were not state-owned in Italy. So how much responsibility does a corporation that's influencing the government have? Let's say the military-industrial complex. How much responsibility do they have if they're funding think tanks that are telling the government, oh yeah, you gotta invade Afghanistan, Iraq, and whatever. I heard some shit. General Flynn did a tweet. Of course, I tweeted back at his dumbass. Blaming the UN for homeless American veterans. Apparently because reasons. We had big write-up. Reasons it's the UN's fault that we have homeless American veterans. And I'm like, okay, I'm a little confused. Him and his ilk are the reason we have homeless. Okay. First of all, the way the VA is to begin with. Let's talk about that. There is no Army Veterans Administration. There's no Navy Veterans Administration. There's no Air Force Veterans Administration. It's just the Veterans Administration. It's not associated with the services. Why? Well, they want to cut into their precious MIC funds. Okay? And it's always funded as an afterthought. We don't really help the people. I try to get mental health at the VA. They sent me to a dietitian. I'm not the brightest guy in the world, but after the second meeting, I'm trying to talk about things. And she's like, oh, we don't talk about that. I'm just a dietitian. I'm like, what? Why am I seeing you? She says, well, you're referred by your caseworker. And I say, yeah. I said, I wanted, to talk to a psychologist. And she says, I'm not a psychologist. I'm a dietitian. But they always send the people here first because diet is a big part of mental health. And I'm like, well, that being the case, then why aren't you a psychologist? Any case, we had a little argument. I ended up getting kicked out of a program I was in because of the whole fucking thing. And I'm like, okay, because I'm like, well then why am I coming here? Because it's 2 hours in a fucking bus for me. We won't even get into that shit. But, I'm like, so, I guess I don't need to see you because I already got your little pamphlet of my diet, what I should be eating, and, it's really not that different from my normal diet before that, And she's like, well, you do what you want to do. And I'm like, yeah, well, why do I need the appointment? Okay, and I left. Yeah, so apparently it was mandatory. Yep. She didn't bother to tell me that because she's pissing me anyway because I'm like ranting about what the fuck kind of bullshit is this, a dietitian? Not that I don't think there's a place for dietitians, but I asked for some mental health counseling. And anyway, the reason it's separated from the militaries is because, well, the Army doesn't want to have a budget for veterans. They don't give a fuck about veterans. That's a fact. Okay, you're out of there. You're out of there. Okay, I think it's kind of wrong. Okay, but it helps with adventurism. I'm talking about foreign adventurism of our country. Okay, we haven't declared war since Romania, 1944. So I can't really say wars. Okay. This hasn't occurred because, loopholes. Loopholes. Once we had, police action in Korea, that got some wheels turning in some think tanks' heads, and they're like, yeah, let's do that again, but different. So then we got a police action without the UN in Vietnam, and it's just pretty much been that way since. You know? It's ridiculous. Yeah, we don't have to declare war. We just, you know, and then things like the war on terror. You know how many international laws we broke? It's crazy. Oh, I'm not for terrorists. Okay, don't get me wrong, but I am kind of for the rule of law. No, and you can't do it legally. You know, if you drone bomb a foreign nation, if you invade the airspace of a foreign nation, that's kind of like an act of war. But I guess we're so powerful that it's like, okay, yeah, America did that. We don't want to get our asses beat. Yeah, we're a bully. Yeah, just turn the other cheek. In any case, back to the VA. So then they underfund it, and then they mandate shit like, well, you gotta hire, you know, private contractors for this and that, and they're doing the same thing in the military, mind you. Okay. Which, I don't know all the details on that, but it's pretty fucking bad. Taco Bells and fucking shit like that, getting contracts. I mean, they started with AFIs, but then it got stupid quick. Now, when I was stationed in Germany, you know, you have your mess hall. Yeah, you go to mess hall and eat. You got soldiers working in the mess hall. You ain't got employees. You ain't got a corporation. You're hungry, you go eat. Okay, certainly there were meal times. Okay, but pretty much 24/7 you could go eat. Because the cooks will find you something. Yeah, it's not like that anymore. And then, of course, pay. You know, if you're married with children, you're almost not, certainly not making enough money as an NCO. You're in poverty level where you could get food stamps. And you probably should because, let's see. It's actually right in front of me, I think. Oh, I don't see it. I got to carry all that shit to the boat, so I want to park as close as I can. The hell is it? Might be right over there-ish. Yeah, I see it now. Alright, so oh, we got a big ass tree there. I think we'll go on this side of that tree. The leeches are coming already. Yeah, because there's the circling thing. I see some land there. I didn't think about it because I know I just gotta move that damn iron out of there one time. Stop, you beastie, stop. That's good. Well, let's see if we can't get some of these leeches out of here. So they don't feed on the boat. Anybody else want some? Want some? Hey. Well, you're a big guy. I can pretty much walk across here. That's by design too, it's not by accident. Let's see how we do this. Wow, 2 at a time. Fine, here's what it is. I don't want to burden myself because as soon as your stamina's out, you ain't fighting no more. In case I have to fight, just run back and forth a few times. I'd probably waste some plenty of room in there. What was I saying? Well, most of that shit happened after Mr. Halliburton got in there. The privatization of whatever the hell they could privatize. But I will tell you this, in the 80s, there were some things that were privatized. Well, contracted. Just stupid shit. For example, the gun sight for the 25mm automatic cannon. That's wrong. It's made by Hughes Helicopter. Okay, that's fine. Except that we weren't allowed to clean that site. We had to get a government, a Hughes Helicopter contractor over there to clean it. Yeah, that's practical. They don't want the stupid grunts scratching the thing, you know. That would have worked good in combat. But they were pretty serious about it. They caught you, you get an Article 15, so. Lose a rank. Months pay. 30 days extra duty. All that good jazz. KP, I don't know what they do now. You work at fucking Taco Bell. For extra duty? You gotta go work at Taco Bell? As apparently they're shutting down fucking mess halls, so I just don't understand it. I'm a little confused by the whole thing. I mean, okay, our logistics, especially things like food and fuel, okay, or why our military was so great. You're gonna subcontract this shit. You're gonna subcontract it out to corporations who really don't give a shit except for anything. The only thing they give a shit about, just talk about, is short-term profits for their shareholders. Yeah, this is fucking brilliant. The soldier doesn't get fucking fed. He doesn't care about it like a fucking E6 like me cares about it. They don't give a flying fuck. They don't care at all. You know. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? We got this. Ooh. Oops. One small oversight. The best. That's just rude. Well, now we got problems. See? Ooh, oops. I'm stuck on something. Shit. Now I want to repair my boat. Don't seem to be moving it. Well, let's see if we can't get it out of here. Still hitting that damn thing. Maybe back it up. Okay, that was odd. Yeah. I got my armor. Well, it's in the boat. And it kind of has to be like made, but well. Actually, each piece come on, Win. Do me a solid. Yeah, it's good enough for now. In any case, what do they do in the field? They just bring out meals in these big ass containers. Well, you got meals ready to eat. I guess it's they're gonna be using. Because I really doubt Taco Bell gonna deliver for a fucking company or platoon or whatever, you know. Do I need that stuff? I don't even know if I have a harpoon. If I do, I forgot to grab it. Let's get some stuff because I can't remember. You got this. Come on, baby. Turn, turn, turn. Oh, you're such a good boat. Okay, let's feed the face. Resin bonus is kind of gone, but can't build a fire on this thing. Can use Ike's here and let my health go up. They don't care if you're on it, but you start hitting it, then it cares. Well, that must suck. So I'll tell you this, the sterno, I didn't give us a lot of fucking sterno when I was in the service. They were fucking chintzy. And MREs suck. Most of them, you know, cold. You get used to grease, but an example would be like buy a can of Spam and eat that cold. See, that's what I'm talking about. Go, baby, go! Make sure we don't get overburdened. Going. Oh no, get up there. We got this. We can get this. Stamina problem. I'll get you, motherfucker. That's not bad at all. Of course, I got the thing cranked up. Remember. The resource rate is cranked up. We are facing which way? And we want to go that way. We can just drop the sail and go this way for a moment. I don't know if I have a harpoon. I didn't see the first message if it said new material or whatever thing. Should have been watching, but I didn't. Rating, nighttime, bow. Oh, we got frost arrows. Not the ballast, eh? I think I did make a harpoon, and yeah, I don't remember actually, because there's the problem. The Balrog Amazing Nature guy is pretty much just level 2. Like, did I kill Bone Mass? Yeah, I killed him twice, but Balrog Amazing Nature. As soon as I turn, I'm going to lose the wind. I don't really want to try to go through here. Well, that's too much. I could attack, but I want to be attacked. No sense attacking if I want to be attacked, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to take your serpent meat and take it home with me and put it on the cooking station. Must be lonely out here by yourself. You can come home with me. I don't think the sea serpent's stupid enough to buy my bullshit. Well, you know what to say. If you can't dazzle him with brilliance, baffle him with bullshit. Pretty sure that's both our government and the Israeli government's philosophy too. That's my sea serpent call. That is sound. This is the best time to get a random sea serpent. Night rain. Well, actually, probably not just rain. I think like stormy rain like this. Just remember, you have to be an ocean. How do you tell you're an ocean? Well, this is shallow water, this is ocean. So, getting to chitin, yeah, you want to have a rested bonus. We did not have one. You want to make sure your bag doesn't get full at the last minute, so like, you know, if you have a little time like I did there, you slap that shit in your backpack if you have one. If not, well, you should empty shit into your boat before you get off the boat. You know, because you're going to be disappointed. Like, oh shit, I can't pick this up. And what are you going to do? Drop it? You can't drop it because it's going to go to the bottom of the ocean. So, it's kind of stuck once you're on the Leviathan. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, well, we gotta get the boat home, but then I gotta make dinner. I was about to say, get my coffee empty. I was about to look. Well, it's cold and empty. Been cold though. So, as far as the VA goes, they just underfund it and then they say, yeah, we're taking care of the vets. Okay, first thing that most normal people don't know is, yeah, the VA is not for everybody. You have to be disabled of a rating. You have to have a disability rating. You don't just go down to the VA and get health care. Now, there are health care programs you can pay for, but no, not every veteran gets free health care. Okay, that's number one. Okay, you have to have a disability rating. So, at 10%, I don't know exactly, how it works. I do know 100% starts at a 50% rating, which is what I have. Disability rating of 50%. Okay, so that does not include dental. You have to be 100% disabled. Disability rating, which probably involves loss of limbs, to get dental. You didn't used to be able to get eye care, but you can now. Most of the people there are volunteers. The doctors and nurses, mostly nurse practitioners. For a guy like me with a 50% rating, that's who they'll assign me to, is a nurse practitioner. Nothing against nurse practitioners. In fact, they're more conscientious than the doctors, in my opinion. They're not afraid to use Google. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying here? Also at 50% rating, you get whatever medicines are prescribed by your doctor for free. Of course, there's corruption there too. I mean, when we were having the opioid crisis, yeah, they were pushing the opioids on you. You know, they're like, Oh, you got a headache? Hey, got some opioids. Yeah, really. Then, when all that came to a head, now it's like, you can't get fucking opioids, you gotta go to physical therapy for, I don't know, a period of time. I think I turned the wrong way or something. No, no. This is the way. This way. So now you can hardly get opioids. After this little scandal they had. What's going on? Alright, let's hit it. But Casca, government-run healthcare doesn't work. Well, yeah, we have a lot of people who bitch, but for the most part, it's all right. It's not crazy shit like, well, actually, I don't know. I don't go a lot. I usually make an appointment once a year, Until COVID, I was making an appointment. I have an appointment in June. Just a checkup, and they do blood work and all that, and tell me I got high blood pressure and, high cholesterol and all that. Can I say, no, I don't need your medicines. Thank you. Now, one of my best friends, he's taking like 15 different medicines. His disability is mental. It's not physical. They got like 15 medicines. Some of that is physical stuff. And me, I say to him, I seem like a lot of fucking medicines. How you know how they're all interacting with each other and shit like that? It's like, Like, okay. Like, it just seems a bit much to me. It just boggles my mind, that's all. I'm like, I just don't really understand. Spend a fucking 45 minutes in the morning taking fucking pills. Hey! How you been? No, don't run. Shit. Okay. I can swim that. Oh, maybe after I get my stamina back up a little bit. Maybe have a little snacky snack, because that meat ain't going nowhere, is it now? I'm wet, because I jumped into stupid water. Oh man, sea serpent stew and wolf skewers and ice cream. Oh man, bone mass is fucked. At normal level, oh man, I'm gonna whack him. I'm gonna whack him so hard, he'll be in next week. That should be okay. I have stamina meats. I could always get I have my seafloor walking boots, but it's a little too much like cheating. There are serpent scales down under the water on the floor of the ocean there. Nice. How bad the ship get? No, it's a little baby sea serpent. Well, shit. Where'd he go? What the fuck just happened? Oh, I see him, I think. Hello? Uh-oh. I didn't take the other sea serpent out of my bags. That stuff's heavy. What's light in here? Yeah, that's about it, huh? Well, I do have my backpack. By the way, you can swim when you're overburdened. Actually, you can put some in here. Okay, we got some sea serpent. What is this badness? Or when they do the government shutdowns, which by the way, 1998? 96? Let me check something. As soon as I get this boat turned. The government shutdown racket. It's a racket. How do I know it's a racket? Well, there are specific laws and rules for making the federal budget, right? Okay. We should be good. Just go in this direction for a minute. Got no wind. Let me check something. I like to be accurate if I'm going to say something. Fiscal year 1997. What the hell's gas going on about? Oh, that crazy guy. That's the last time a federal budget has been passed this fiscal year, 1997. What? Does that make any sense to anybody? Well, here's why. Okay. Because they do this drama thing that they're doing right now. Okay, they're like, oh, we gotta shut down the government. Oh. Democrats want free health care for illegal immigrants. Well, we don't fucking get free health care. What else should... It's crazy. Okay, but, you know, they get to play the bad guys. Okay, because it's all theater. Okay, but what's going to happen is they're going to pass what's called a continuing resolution. They've been doing that since 1997, fiscal year 1997. They haven't passed the federal budget since 1997, with all the rules and everything associated with that. Okay, there are laws for the continuing resolutions, but they're mostly budget-cutting laws. So every time there's a continuing resolution, the people lose social services. First of all, it's automatic, it has to happen. Okay, but they're also allowed to put riders on the continuing resolution, so they add on their pork. They put all the pork on there that they want, and some things that we don't want. Probably digital ID is going to be on there. Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be laws about hate speech. Problem with hate speech is who decides what hate speech is. I mean, one guy's hate speech is another guy's love speech. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty subjective. So yeah, the pork. Yeah, it's just a big racket. They do the pork and the riders, and there's automatic budget cuts that have been happening since 1997. A percentage of social services have to be cut. Instead of sitting there and, you know, arguing about this shit, figuring it out, going by the laws and all that, it's just like war, man. We haven't had a war since 1944. I doubt we'll ever have another federal budget, since whoever it was came up with continuing, probably a think tank, continuing resolutions. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, so that nobody seems aware of this, even though it's been happening since 1997. I just don't understand. What is wrong with the American people? They're like, oh no, the government's gonna shut down. Jesus Christ, it's a theater that's been happening since 1997. Every fucking time they gotta pass a budget. Okay? Well, the government shut down for a day, and oh well, now we can do a continuing resolution. It's not a bug, it's a damn feature they built into it. Anyway, they just thought of that because they're dooming and glooming on X about it right now. Yep. You don't see anybody talk about inflation, rent prices, crazy laws so you can't, like, be homeless. They ain't talking about the homeless problem. They ain't talking about none of that. They're like, oh, well, the Republicans won't give Americans health, not Americans, that's not what they're asking for, but okay, whatever, won't give us health care, and they're going to be responsible for shutting down the government if they don't give us this. Okay, but this is not for the American people. Even if it was, it would never happen anyway. But now it probably will happen, what they want. It'll be some kind of compromise, you know. We'll give them $100 billion, which would end all homelessness in America, for these illegal aliens' health care. It'll be something like that, with a limit on it for 2 years or something. I don't know what they're gonna do, but that'll be the compromise. And then, of course, the pork, the riders, all the other stuff. They probably have it already made up again because they always do, because it's all made up by lobbyists and think tanks and shit like that. The continuing resolution's probably just sitting there, just waiting for this year to be done. And then nobody has time to read it. You know? This is the biggest coup of the deep state. Like, yes, no, there hasn't been an actual federal budget. Go to the, what is it, CBO, Congressional Budget Office. They got a website. Find out. Our government is corrupt from top to bottom. It's just ridiculous, and then people are like, the government's going to save us. Well, when is that going to happen? I'm waiting. So how it works, you get hurt in the army. Yeah, I woke up in Germany. I wasn't in Germany when I got hurt. Yeah, I woke up in Germany. There was a captain sitting by my bed, like, groggy. I assume they were giving me pain meds because, I just came out of 11 hours of surgery, I guess. So, yes, 11 hours of surgery. I'm not too happy with the surgeons. That's not a point. I was somewhere else, and I wake up in Germany, a hospital in Germany, and there's a captain there, and he has my discharge papers. So I'm all drugged up, and I'm like, oh, I guess if it's that bad, whatever. The army feels I can't do my job. So, yeah, then, I don't know, it was about a week-ish when I could move. It was like a day and a half before I could piss. And they're like, well, you don't piss, you're gonna die. And I'm like, well, that's interesting to know, because apparently the anesthetic they used, or whatever, shuts your kidneys down. That's nice. Okay. But, it is what it is. In case I did really have to piss, I just couldn't. Yeah, then I took a Mac flight. It was a C5 Galaxy. Cold, uncomfortable, loud. To out processing, I think it was Fort Dix, I can't really tell you. I don't have anything. I don't have any of my stuff. I don't have any of my property. I don't have any of my records. I don't have a goddamn thing. Okay? And they're fucking making out my DD-214. And they're like, well, what kind of metals do you have? I said, don't you guys keep fucking records? I mean, seriously. And so that's fucked up. Okay. And, yeah. They gave me a bus ticket to fucking Florida, which is actually where I entered the Army. It's not where I signed up in the Army, but that's where they're going to give you the bus ticket where you entered. I actually signed up in Minnesota. I was signed up when I was 17. I actually did my senior year in a school in Florida, in St. Petersburg, Florida. Gibbs High School! Anyway. Yeah, and that's it. Bye. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Okay, they don't hand you your medical records. They don't give you anything except your DD-214 and discharge papers. Yeah, so the ticket. They had some loaner clothes. That was nice of them, because they didn't move any of my shit. So, well, one of the first things I did when I got to the States was fucking call Germany. You guys try to get hold of somebody in my unit. Of course, we're deployed, so it's fucking pain in the ass. This was fucking 2000. You know. Anyway, I did get messages to people. Like the guy I was just talking about with his 15 medicines. He was supposed to grab a bunch of my stuff. I never saw any of my stuff. My camera, some expensive shit. You know. In any case, yeah. So, as far as, medical, they said, well, go to your local VA. They go down to your local VA, and they're like, do you have your medical records? And I'm like, no, they didn't give me medical records. Like, well, we can't help you till you get your medical records, and then we have to give you a disability rating and all this. Anyway, so basically you're applying for disability at the VA, turns out. 7 years, by the way. 7 years later, I got my 50% rating. Now, I didn't go down there right away. Okay. I think it was a couple years later that I actually went to the VA. I was having problems with my fucking knee. My knee got cut to the bone right above my kneecap. It went through the things, the ligaments, and there's something else there. Muscle and the ligaments and something else. What is it, tendons? Oh, I ain't no biologist. Whatever. Yeah, so that's how the VA works. Okay, so then they've got to go to, you got to sign paperwork. They got to go to the Army and say, hey, where's this guy's medical records? And the Army was like, oh, well, his records got destroyed in a fire in St. Louis. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell do we do then? And they're like, well, the records are somewhere. We'll try to find them. Right? Whatever. I'm like, this is why fucking 7 years, you know? And I'm like, well, I have the DD-214 that they gave me at Dix, you know, at Fort Dix. I think it was Fort Dix. That might have been where I in process, though. What's in New Jersey? I am off. Where's my base? Oh, I'm not that far off. Yeah, so that's how it works. It's not like, so why do you got homeless veterans? Well, a lot of them actually would qualify for disability, except the system is so fucked, you know? It's like, why bother? Well, there's that, why bother? The system doesn't really give a shit. Now, apparently, according to a one-eyed Navy SEAL guy who's in Congress, you know, people are gaming the system or something. He said he went to a room when he was out processing from the Navy. He went to a room where they were just giving everybody disability right there. And I'm like, well, the Navy got it going on, because there ain't no fucking VA on the fucking Army bases. I mean, so I guess it's just a Navy thing. But I call bullshit on it. Okay. Just because he was rich and didn't accept disability doesn't mean that everybody else is scamming and he just made up some story because he doesn't know a fucking thing about it. And they were giving him disability right there. Fuck no. Even if you lost limbs, they make you 2 different independent doctor appointments with 2 different doctors, go through your medical records and all that, and all your records, in fact, and do an interview and check your injuries and all that, okay, before you're gonna get disability, at least. And this guy got out after me, so fuck him. That's bullshit. I'm just calling bullshit on it because it didn't get no fucking easier. Okay? What the fuck's his name? He's from Texas. Fucking Navy SEAL puke. Okay, but anyway, yeah, that's the kind of shit that goes on. It's like, you got these guys in Congress saying, well, people are, yeah, well, You know, it's not easy to fucking get. It's, I would say, more difficult than SSI, because you don't get to go get your own doctor. What are you fucking kidding? The VA has doctors. Okay, you don't get SSI. You could go get your own doctor, but this guy's like, yeah, they were just giving him disability right there, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what fucking universe you live in. It's a different fucking universe, I'll tell you that. It just made me so mad when I heard that. I don't think he was on fucking Joe Rogan's show or something like that, talking some smack against disabled veterans as all freeloaders. Okay, and I'm like, yeah. Let's see how much we can get out of here. Maybe we can get some of this. Maybe put that back in. What all am I carrying? Oh, well, let's take the wood. Oh, yeah, that ain't gonna work. Just gonna have to. Wait. I was wet. I wasn't overburdened. Oh, I'm overburdened. Aha! So that's the two things. Not everybody gets it. That was hard to get, you know. Dude who didn't get it for his eye, for whatever reason, I really don't believe that he didn't get it either. Okay? Coming up with his cockamamie story, I'm like, yeah, right. I don't believe it. There's 100 people in a room, I give them all disability. I'm like, yeah, no fucking way. Oh, there's nothing wrong with any of them. Yeah, and I just have to call bullshit on that kind of crap because I've been through it. Alright, what else we got? Got some of these. Well, the stream's pretty much over. I might rant about this a little more, but I'm going to empty the boat. That would. Got resin. I think I started putting money over here. Got a door right here. I'm gonna run to the other end of the thing. I think what I want to do is get everything in that box. And we deal. We know we get two of these. It's not really worth taking a cart over there. Plus I'd have to unload a cart. Oh, going over here. So one of the things they do with these continuing resolutions is, well, every year VA gets a cut. But it's the UN's fault that we don't take care of our homeless veterans because General Michael Flynn said so. We support the troops except when we don't. You know what I'm saying? Veterans are no longer troops, so we really don't support the troops either, as I said. You know, you're going to feed your kids, you're probably going to end up, probably going to end up getting on food stamps nowadays. Well, when troop pay is below federal poverty level, what does that say to you? You know. Now, the average American might support the troops, but that's a whole different thing than the two-faced government saying, yeah, we support the troops. Yeah, but you don't, see? Neither the troops nor the veterans. Okay. Get that chitin. Might be able to take all the chitin in one fell swoop. Alright. Ah. Oh, I had here, it's over here. Oh, cats, I got a bunch of it. I may not have made a harpoon and a knife though. Pretty much all you need for it. I don't need any more of that the rest of the game. Unless they put new things in. Now the Balrod's Amazing Nature mod, it's got like a chitin armor. I'm looking forward to checking that out. I got the red stuff. This stuff. Okay. That's it. I gotta eat. And I'll probably be on, and we will be probably... I have to process that iron. Well, this is the uniform I'm wearing when I kill bone mass anyway. I'm probably just gonna go kill bone mass. Holy shit. Why is it almost 7? Okay, well, I gotta eat though. Somehow I got my timer going wrong, or did it take me another hour? It should be 6. I did math wrong. I don't know.